African countries have joined the rest of the world in staging a protest against the 60-year-old economic blockade on Cuba by the United States. Over 500 delegates from around the world were on hand for the protest march originally scheduled for the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria, but later held at the Popular Unity Fountain in Abuja. They're calling on the international community to prevail on the United States to lift the embargo on Cuba, which prevents the country from freely doing business.
As much as possible, while we are fighting against economic blockade, Africans must also do something to help Cuban people. And one of the first things we have suggested is that within the context of the new African Continental Trade Agreement, there should be special status for Cuba, so that Cuba can trade freely with Africa and Africa can trade freely with Cuba. And with that one, we can break the backbone of economic blockade by America. Africa has close to 1 billion people, so if we can trade with Cuba, that is even far more effective with America, which is just about 350 million people.
One of the things people ask why somebody from the United States would come all the way to Africa to participate in a conference around Cuba. The reason why is because it's in the interest of the world's working class. It's in the interest of the working class in the United States. The propaganda you get from the United States is all lies. The United States is a class-divided country. This is one of the most important things that I want to explain. It is made up of workers and farmers and immigrants, people who are just like the people of Nigeria, people who are just like the people in the rest of the world. That is why the Cuban Revolution is an inspiration to us, and we seek to explain it. That is why the United States does everything within its capability to keep the people of the United States, as well as the people of the world, from learning about Cuba. That is why they do things like preventing us or spreading lies about this demonstration to keep us from demonstrating at the U.S. Embassy, where we should be to protest the inhuman policies of the United States government.